Welcome to another episode of the Boss Up Visual Podcast Show. We are back with episode 7, and we are grateful to be here. We would like to thank everyone for listening out there. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and continue to be and give the support that you've been given thus far. We are super appreciative of everybody that's been listening all around the world. But we have another hot episode moving forward. And we want to talk about the different things that we have available, which is our Boss Up Visual Magazine ads, starting from $97 to $497. And we also have our Like a Boss TV show features that are available for $197 as well. And if you want more details on how to get your ad or how to book your feature in our TV show, please email DaysDerrick, that's DaysDerrick @gmail.com, or simply fill out a contact form on our website, or simply subscribe at www.ddd2c.biz. Now, we are super excited to be here. We are talking about business and life, staying focused on our journey. We know how hard it is to lose the focus, to get off track because of everyday things that are going on in life, from professional to personal, regardless of what field you're in. We're teaching you how to stay focused, how to stay motivated, and just giving you those tools and tips on your journey, whether you are in the criminal justice field, whether you're in the restaurant field, whether you're in the construction field, whether you're in the healthcare, you're a caregiver. We're giving you those motivational tips to help you succeed on your journey. If you're an author, coach, whatever you're doing, we want you to stay focused. And we want this to be the platform that's going to help you reach those new levels and those new heights in your life. So don't forget to check out those products and services that we have available for you and your business to grow. Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring on none other than the #1 caregivers coach and life coach in the country, Angela Amazing Tate. Go ahead and take it away.
Hello, everyone. It's your favorite caregiver coach, Angela Amazing Tate. And guess what? We are talking about mental health awareness. That's right. It's Mental Health Month. And we want to just talk about some things today on the caregiver segment that is probably familiar to us all. So we're going to go back and visit one of my old interviews, or just kind of reflect on one of my old interviews that we talked about some mental health issues with my son Xavier SQ, and I have Xavier here with me today, so we'll get to Xavier in a few minutes. But I gotta shout out my co-host Shakita Days. We want to thank you all for tuning in and listening to us here on the caregiver segment, and we're just excited because this is my weekly show that I am enjoying. I am really loving 2022 because guess what? We are in our 3rd segment, and when I tell you it has been amazing, it has been short of amazing. I want to thank all the people who call in, write in, contact me on social media. If you are trying to reach me and this is your first time here, welcome. I am on Facebook at the Caregiver Coach, Angela Amazing Tate. I am also on Instagram as I Am Coach Amazing. I'm on Twitter as I Am Coach Amazing. And you can email me at amazingcaregiverscircles@gmail.com. So anyway, let's get this party started. This is a very serious topic because a lot is going on since we transitioned back into, I use the word population, since COVID. And a lot of people are getting out and about. They've lifted the restrictions for the mask. Everybody's going back to work, and it's a lot. But a lot of people fell into heavy depressions during COVID. And a lot of people miss interacting with others and just the day-to-day routines that they had to stay active and just kind of do things. And I think COVID brought on a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of frustrations, a lot of getting to know your family, friends, your mate, getting to know yourself. So again, I was sharing an interview I did previously with you guys, and we'll give a little clip at the end of the show that we did previously with Xavier, but I brought Xavier on today. And before I introduce him and bring him on, Xavier suffers from one of his diagnoses is mental illness, bipolar, schizophrenia, as well as autism spectrum and severe developmental delay. And I got to tell you, it was a time that we did not share the labels. We did not share the diagnosis because we felt like it was no one's business. It was a lot for people to embrace and people would judge you. We just didn't want the scrutiny. We didn't want to be put in a box. And so this is why Xavier came up with his new project, his book, and his clothing line, which is X Wanna Be Great, No More Labels. And we talked about in the previous interview where he get the name X Wanna Be Great. I think Shakita Days did the interview with him, the very first podcast show she did with him, and it was amazing. And so go back and listen to that interview, but I'm not going to hold you guys because we want you to know that taking care of your mental health is very important. And, there are a lot of suicides that have happened in just the last 2 months. And we want you to go and check on your friends who you think got it under control. I've been seeing posters on social media saying, check on your strong friend. That's right. Check on your strong friends. So if your family members or your sister, brother, your husband, wife, if they look like they're just so strong and they got it all under control, please don't hesitate to check on them. Please check on them. Don't hesitate because they need your help just as much as everybody else. They need you to know that they need to know that you're thinking about them. So without further ado, I'm going to let Xavier say hello, and then we'll ask Xavier a few questions, and then we'll come back to some things that you could do just kind of to kind of push you along the way to do a health check on yourself. And I'll give you some tips and ideas of things that you can do. And if you are struggling, call the crisis hotline, and I'll have that number, for you listed below. But I just want you, and I know this is an audio podcast, so you can't see it, but we definitely will give out the number. Xavier, welcome.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. Great to have you on the show again. For all you guys that are tuning in, this is Angela Amazing Tate, the caregiver coach, certified life coach. I am what I call a visionary specialist. But you know what? We're here with Xavier, and it helps me break down even my titles because his new project is X Wanna Be Great, No More Labels. Can you tell us about what X Wanna Be Great, No More Labels? We're talking clothing line, the book deal. Like, this is amazing. And not to mention my podcast co-host actually managed Xavier's page. So shout out to Shakita for you guys doing an amazing job with getting him together. So Xavier, what can you tell us about your clothing line? Because we know No More Labels came from all the diagnoses and the labels you had from elementary all the way graduating through high school. Being labeled as special needs. Is that how you came up with the title X Wanna Be Great and No More Labels, or where did No More Labels come from?
So guys, no more labels come from people judging you, people putting a label on you, saying you're special, something's wrong with you, you're a problem, all that stuff. So That's where No More Labels comes from.
All right, that is cool. That is cool. And, you know, we all get that. You know, again, I'm happy to have Xavier here on the platform today. I was going to go in another direction, but you know what? I know it's times that he talked about openly. He struggles with depression. He does have a spiritual advisor that he talks to, Elder Lewis, he calls and he prays with, you know, and so I'm so grateful that he shares so much of his journey with us, you know, because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have the right support group. So, you know, having the right support group, it allows him to go into a space of trying to be healthy and be in a place of awareness when it comes to his mental. Now, this is a very personal and private question, Xavier. You don't have to answer it for everybody, but do you take medication to help you with your depression or your mood swings or whatever you got going on? How does that work?
So with the medications, sometimes I do take my medications, but sometimes it's a situation where I'm stuck or I'm unmotivated or something that's going on and I don't have my medicine in my system, but I have to get it in my system eventually if I want to.
And that's all of us, because all of us get those days where we can be unmotivated. So I know you can relate to that, but listen, if you are out there and you are having some thoughts or you're having some concerns about your you know, hearing voices or thoughts, then there are several support groups you can call. There's one called NAMI, one of my favorite, National Alliance for Mental Illness. They're called 211. There are several different groups you can call to, you know, or tell somebody, tag a friend in, but I just want to say you are not alone in this situation. Xavier, what do you want to say?
So hey guys, what I want to say is I know it's hard sometimes, but whenever you're going through something, it's possible if you believe you could get through that situation. Anything you're going through, it may seem like it's no way out. You may seem sad, depressed, unmotivated, unhappy, stuck, anything going on, but you can get out of that phase. And I know it's hard, but anything is possible. Just believe, pick yourself back up when you're feeling down. It can't rain forever, and whatever you're going through, you could overcome that situation, overcome any obstacle.
Amen. That is true, 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 true. I'm again happy to have Xavier here. We're touching base on Mental Health Awareness Month, and you know, again, I just want to say that mental illness runs in our family, so we definitely support so much of this movement, and we definitely stay in front of it. I am a member of NAMI, which is National Alliance for Mental Illness, and it's where I have learned how to get all of the resources, the medications, the codes, the things that I needed to do. I did go to the support groups. I went started in my local church. I did things to make sure I learned how to protect my own mental while dealing with my son's mental challenges, you know, and I had to learn how to just breathe. I'll give you guys a perfect example today. I went to the bank and I was taking care of some business, and the lady who was helping me, she said, "Would you like to use some other services? I can turn you over to my coworker and he can help you with that. And then if not, you know, you can schedule your appointment and we can call you and we can do this." And she said, "So what would you like to do?" I say, "Just breathe. Let me process what I'm doing today, and I'll get back to you guys in 2 weeks, and then we can go from there. But if I tell you anything today, I would be lying, because I just want to breathe and I want to process what's already in front of me." And you know what? She kind of just like her whole body language changed. And she said, "Wow, No one has ever articulated it and made it so clear. And I needed to hear that myself. So you know what? You've just helped me in a moment that you probably don't even realize I needed help in. Thank you. And I didn't say anything but what I needed. But I knew for me, I was not going to take on no more in this day. It's Friday, guys. I am doing this recording for Saturday, my Saturday show. And again, I'm excited because I literally had to do this show to let you guys know that we are real people just like everybody else. Behind the scenes, we have real life things going on. And you know what? I too make sure I take a deep breath, cover my mental health and check on things that I need to do, like, making sure I'm not overwhelmed, making sure I'm not taking on too much, making sure I'm not hearing voices in my head, Xavier, what else did you want to add before we go ahead and wrap this up? Because I want to give you an opportunity and let the people know where they can find you at, and at least know where they can go. And we want you to come back when your book is done, so that we can go ahead and talk about this book, X Wanna Be Great, No More Labels. Hold on. Go ahead.
Hey guys, so you could find me on Instagram at X Wanna Be Great. That's XWANNABEGREAT. I'm on Instagram at X Wanna Be Great. My Twitter is X Wanna Be Great. My TikTok is X Wanna Be Great. My Snapchat is X Wanna Be Great. My YouTube is X Wanna Be Great. Everything is just X Wanna Be Great. No More Labels and Providence King. And what I want to say to you guys is, I know it's hard sometimes to be yourself because society puts you in the box where you got to pretend to be someone, but you got to get comfortable in your own skin. Sometimes you can't be insecure saying, oh, I don't like myself, I'm ugly, I'm not pretty, I'm not motivated, just stuff like that. But you have to lift yourself up. You can't be put in a box. You just got to be yourself. And I know it's hard because sometimes I struggle with that. Some days I struggle getting up, washing my face, doing my hygiene. Sometimes I'm just going through it where I feel like I don't brush my teeth and I don't take care of myself, but I have to get motivated in order to do those things. And sometimes I say things about myself that's not good. I have a gap. I have bumps, so I wear glasses. I'm a nerd, everything. But those labels mean nothing, guys. You just have to be yourself and learn to be you and just find yourself. And that's what it's all about, really. So, yeah.
Well, that took a lot of courage and guts for you to even share that, because most people are not that transparent. They won't tell you what goes on behind the scenes.
And you just gotta keep working on yourself.
Yeah. And it's definitely called personal development, and that's why they call it personal development for a reason, because you have to be able to take care of you and get in front of what you need to do on a daily basis. So I just wanted to say thank you for stopping by, Xavier. One more thing. I see you're raising your hand.
I want to say one more thing, guys. I know with all this stuff going on in today's world, you might care about someone or you might be thinking of someone. Let people know how you feel before it's too late, because when they're going, you can't say the proper goodbye to them. So tell them how you feel about them, because sometimes they don't know how you feel about them, but sometimes you have to let them go, whether it's friends, family, you have to just let them go, and but also let them know how you feel too. But you're going to lose friends, you're going to lose things, but you're also going to gain those things back. And yep.
Amen. Well, listen, guys, I definitely wanted to stop by and let you know how important it is to make sure that you are working on your own mental health. Make sure your health and wellness comes first, because you matter. And I always say at the end of every show is, when you look in the mirror, you should see that you're truly amazing. There is the National Crisis Center for Mental Illness. It's also I think it's 1-800 mental ill or mental health. But I definitely will put the information so that you can have it. And I apologize because I thought I had it in front of me and I picked up the wrong folder. And so listen, there you have it. Those are some of the days that you have in the middle of trying to do everything. It's like everything go wrong when you're trying to get it right. But you know what? It's okay. Step back and then step up. I step back a lot to step up. So I want to tell you guys, thank you. Thank you for joining us, for always being a part of this podcast series. Thank you for being a part of Amazing Caregiver Circles, always supporting me, and just thank you for all that you do. I'm getting ready to do a big event in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's going to be a prayer brunch of September the 4th. And you can find all the information on Eventbrite. So go to my Eventbrite, or go to your Eventbrite and look up Amazing Prayer Warriors 1000 Global Outreach Ministry and support us. Support us, even if you just want to donate a donation. That would be great. I truly appreciate you guys. And I want to say thank you for all you do. And don't forget, we are in this together, because when you look in the mirror, you look and see that you are truly amazing. It's your girl, Angela Amazing Tate. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Boss Up Visual Podcast offers media services for reasonable price quotes, created to aid the urban community with marketing services for your business, products, or services. Book your interview or ad by emailing bossupvisualpodcast@gmail.com or simply fill out the contact form. Boss Up Visual Podcast is geared towards business and life topics, teaching individuals how to build wealth, make smarter financial decisions. Boss Up Visual Podcast is hosted by Shakita Days and Derek Days, founders of Derek Denzel Days II Corporation. Sometimes looking at life and business from one person's perspective or type of group can be misleading. Teaching you how to stay bossed up in the competitive world. A visual podcast shows step up, raise your standards, and for the direction of your life. Boss Up Visual Podcast features sub-segments hosted by business leaders, authors, coaches, and individuals looking to expose their brands. Become a VIP listener, get access to rewards and more by subscribing. When you're taking a look at life and you're looking at your life, what do you see for your future? What do you see for yourself? What do you see for your family? Do you want to continue to live this life and be unhappy, be unsatisfied, not being able to live a full, fulfilling life? You want to get out of that rut. You have to get up and do something new. Do something different. Do something meaningful. Something that's going to be valuable to your life, valuable to your growth. And the only way for you to do that is to get up and boss up. Boss up, raise your standards. Raise your standards for yourself. Raise your standards for your life. You are enough. You're capable. And the only way for you to move into a different space, we have to get the knowledge that's necessary to move into those spaces. So don't be afraid to raise your standards. Don't be afraid to better your life. Don't let people tell you that, it's not possible. You're doing this for nothing. You're doing this for you. So whatever you desire to have for you, yourself, and your family, and the life that you desire to live, take action. Take action today. So thank you guys for joining us with another Boss Up Visual Podcast show. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Stay bossed up. December 13, 2008, Shakita and Derek lost their 10-month-old son to gun violence. Imagine feeling like your entire world just crumbled. In 2011, the journey begins.
Your nose into your strength of yes. Yes, I took my power back. It takes a village. It takes a team. So when I said I'm switching it up, I want everybody to leave here today buying something from somebody. I want everybody to leave here with somebody's number. I want everybody to leave here promoting somebody else on their social media. Because we don't do that. What we scared for?
That business became more and more of my time. But I also had to tend to other businesses. So with this Balsa conference, it really made me want to share my kind of experience and kind of things I do. Because I feel like everybody has a boss inside of them. You know, everybody can figure out how to get to the next level.
That is right. I'm so overwhelmed to be here today. I mean, this is what I live. This is what I live. I live positive, progressive people.
You can't try to change other people if you're not willing to change yourself. Amen. So here are a few ways to work towards change. So I had to come up with a strategy, and he told you that this relationship is built on prayer. I'm telling you, when we got together, I was 19, he was 17, so it's like we grew up together, right? Keen enough to understand, to pay attention to those moments, to see that he was changing, right? But only because I was changing. Too long, then the interest rate is so high. So I told Angela, I said, I want to give back to our community. I want to show people how to buy and sell real estate with no money down. I have a mentor that coached me named Don Jacob. He'll coach me how to buy real estate. The house I'm living in, you guys, I live in 6-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and an acre of land. And you know what? Guess how much money I put down? $20.
Why this happened? Because, you know, a couple of years ago, 2008, I lost my son in a shootout. So, anyway, listen, my situation right here, you know, the street, in the street, and to be here today is a whole breakthrough for me.
Coming out. Like he said, our mission started back in 2008 when we lost our 10-month-old son to gun violence, Tennessee. So, we wanted to present to you today the Think Before You Act campaign, the sign that you see here in front of the podium, because a lot of violence is going on today where there's road rage, people getting shot and killed, people just not thinking, but they're just living in the moment and they're making mistakes.
Hello, how you doing? All right? Going good? Going good? If you're down, then be quiet. Okay, my brother, Jude. That's how people know. You know, it's my brother, you know, that's my little nephew, and I'm just saying it's just love. And I love this black power here. Y'all continue making this black movement.
The next Boss Up Visual Award, because we're going to do this every year. We're going to do the Boss Up Visual Award. This is the first annual Boss Up Visual Award. And I could not kick it off without giving my partner, my sister, Angela Amazing Tate, the Boss Up Visual Award. Because she really brings it. And she really is a boss.
When taking this journey, you are not sure what the destination will be, but the journey is only for the strong, and God knows who's meant to go through certain things, to go through certain tragedies, to be an impact to the community, an impact to the world.
Because I was trying to figure out at age 13 when it happened, how am I so strong? Because I know she sees what I'm going through.
Well, and having to always, I'm listening to these dynamic speakers, and Evangelist Robert said something so true about having to sometimes not say things, because I am a strong person as well. I felt that. I felt that when he said that. And I'm learning, my husband, we've been married almost 30 years. So my husband would often say, babe, sometimes you say some things that aren't so nice. My children have even told me that I'm going through a process, y'all. I'm going through a process where God is doing some things. And so there have been some times where some hurtful things have been said about me or said to me, but I had, my dad always says, y'all remember this, Daddy says, we're not responsible for how people treat us, but we are responsible for how we treat them. And so there were times where I wanted to say some things, I wanted to do some things, but there were times where I did find myself doing some things. And I had to humble myself because God told me, he said, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I'll repay the evil one. I had to stop going around holding grudges and having that spirit of unforgiveness. It was so ugly, not being able, and I tell people this often, I'm very transparent. I had this in the middle of my head. I had where my line was all scrunched. I always kept my face so balled up because I was mad, upset, and angry about some of the things that I would see that my dad had to go through. But I had to learn how to just sit back and allow God to do what he was going to do. Allow God, some things, sometimes we see some things happen, and sometimes we just got to shut our mouth. And we got to choose to just say, you know what, God, I know you're going to work it out. That's what I love about Paul. Paul said, listen, it may not feel good, it may not look good, but I tell you, it's going to work